Hi, guys! Welcome to YGC Speaks. The moment you decide to learn something new, you open a new door for yourself. Welcome to another exciting episode of YGC Speaks. Now, episode 33, Learning Never Stops. My name is Michelle, and today we are joined by none other than Mr. Nanda Kumar. Welcome to the show, Mr. Nanda.
Hi, Michelle. Good to see you.
Yes, nice to have you back, Mr. Nanda.
Thank
Um,
you.
so our topic is learning never stops, and I just said
Yeah,
that
I
this.
think it's a
Yeah,
topic which is very close to my heart, and I know you are also passionate about continuous learning. So
for
let's
sure.
let's let's begin. Let's
Right.
talk.
Let's talk about it, sir. Let's start.
Yep.
So our first question, sir. Let us
Yes.
tell us something about what you have learned recently.
Yeah, I can tell you what I learned this morning. Something is a brief video I watched about how do you get the left brain and the right brain to interact efficiently as you get
Mm.
older. So there are some physical exercises. Because all this time we have been talking about doing crossword puzzles and challenging the brain, uh, observing things. But this is more of physical activities we do. Very simple, but I tried it. After watching it, I tried it. I can feel that, but of course, it'll take some time for me to really experience the memory improvement. That's one of the things I just learned this morning.
Wow, interesting. The left and the right brain. Oh,
Yes,
that's nicer. And it's just this morning. So see how
yes.
learning really never stops. So, sir, another question. When most people hear the word learning, they
Mhm.
think of heavy textbooks and materials to read. So, how do you view learning in your point of view, sir? I saw textbooks there also at the background. But how do you view learning in your point of view, sir?
Yeah, actually, the misconception of learning is only from classrooms and from
Mm-hmm.
books.
Mm-hmm.
Comes from our schooling and our college days. We were forced to sit in a class, listen to the professor, listen to the teacher, then go home, do homeworks, read books. So that is obviously a little bit strenuous, and especially for the younger generation and even for older generation, it is
Mm-hmm.
a bit strenuous to think that only books and attending classes. So
Mm-hmm.
how I see continuous learning is you learn by observing people,
Mm-hmm.
interacting with people, observing things around us,
Mm-hmm.
and facing situations. Actually, we are all learning continuously every time we interact with the environment. But besides that, for me personally, I believe in learning through observation, learning through textbooks, learning through videos, and even attending online short courses. So there are multitude of ways to learn.
Correct, sir. I also believe in that. We also learn from mistakes, right? From
Yes,
our
correct.
experiences. That's why it's
Yeah,
like every minute, every second, there's always a learning. I
yeah.
believe in that, sir.
From a newborn baby to a person who is 100 years old, we are all
Correct.
learning continuously without knowing. It's a kind of
Mm-hmm.
unconscious learning. We are not focusing, but focus learning is what people are fearful of.
Correct. Yeah, sir.
Purposeful learning. Yeah.
That's the misconception. They only thought it's just focused learning, but there's the right term, unconscious learning.
Yes. Yeah.
Something new I've learned today. Okay, sir. So I'm sure you have been traveling,
Mhm.
being a businessman. So they say traveling or meeting new people is a master class. So can you share to us an unforgettable lesson a person or place taught you so far?
Okay, I wouldn't call it unforgettable because I'm continuously learning. So every new experience, I learn and I adapt to that situation.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I go from Brunei to another country in Asia.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing which baffles me is the traffic and the road manners, how people behave on roads.
Oh,
There's a
very
big difference.
true.
Yeah, so I learn from it and I adjust to it, I adapt to it.
Mm-hmm.
So in that particular country, I have to learn to follow that culture. Otherwise, you will not be able to move.
Yes.
But when you come back to Brunei, you have to adjust to the Brunei's way, orderly way of road manners.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the closest thing I can think of, because every day, as I said, every day we are learning. So every time I travel,
Mm-hmm.
every minute we are learning and we are adapting to it and we are adjusting to it.
Correct, sir. Each country, they will have their own culture, they have their different beliefs, and you will
Yeah,
realize, oh, they're doing something like this, right, sir?
correct.
And very
Even
true. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
even the food habits, the way they
Mm,
dress, they interact, the way they, so everything is, we need to learn. We need to learn from the environment we are in.
correct, sir. Agree with that. That's why I love traveling. I learned a lot from that. So, how was technology or social media made picking up new hobbies easier or more fun for you? Technology.
Yeah, I think one of the easiest things I can talk, or simplest thing I can talk about is doing crossword puzzles or doing
Mm.
playing Sudoku.
Mm, I love that.
Before I used, yeah, before I used to play, I used to do it on a book. I used to buy the books and do it, which is a little bit cumbersome and tedious for me. But
Mm-hmm.
now I have them on my phone. So anywhere, anytime when I want to relax, I will just sit down and play. So that technology has helped.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, I just said that, micro learning. So I watch short videos coming on YouTube, or
Mm-hmm.
even sometimes I read on LinkedIn. So these all these little things, even Facebook, some posts coming on Facebook are lessons to be learned.
Correct. Yes, agree with that. Even TikTok, right, sir?
Yes.
There's
Okay.
a lot.
I'm not a fan of TikTok, so because I belong to a different generation. But yes, I agree. I agree. TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Wait, something happened. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back. It was it lagged for a while. Maybe internet.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, very true, sir. The social media, if you will really use it in a way where you can learn, it will be good. You can really get a lot from it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even sometimes the funny captions on social media, if you try to analyze it, you can learn from it. It
Mm-hmm.
means certain behaviors, certain attitudes, cultures. So yeah, it's how we look at that. We can just laugh at it and go away, or we can try and analyze it and say, what does this mean deeper?
Correct. Yes, sir. There are deeper meaning to it. Yeah, if you will really analyze it. Funny. Next question. How do you keep things exciting when you're trying to learn something that feels difficult or boring at first?
Yeah, this happens when I do some online courses or a
Mm-hmm.
little bit longer process of learning, uh, because of probably because I'm also getting used to the Gen Z style of
Mm-hmm.
learning. So I make it bite size. I will read maybe a few pages at a time and then leave it and then read again. So obviously the learning is a bit slower,
Mm-hmm.
but it is meaningful and I enjoy it. Basically, when you enjoy the learning, you will be motivated to learning more.
Correct.
But in the school days, we were forced that the subject has to be finished. You have to do the exam. You have to get an A grade. So it was like we were squeezed into it. But
Mm-hmm.
now we are not forced by anybody. It is voluntary. So we can decide our speed, our own speed, how to learn,
Yeah,
how to, that's how I manage it.
correct. That's why it's bite size. Like you can really chew and really savor the taste, like just like
Yes,
learning, right? So you will have
correct.
that time slowly
Actually,
but
we have a
surely.
question from our audience.
There is a question from the
Question.
audience, it seems, Mr.
Okay,
Nana.
very good.
Okay,
Sir,
what's the
Yes.
question?
sir, how can we easily adapt to a new culture if the intention is to learn from it?
Did you hear it, sir? The
No, I
question?
cannot hear.
Oh,
No,
you
I
cannot
didn't hear.
hear.
Okay, so
Can you show
Maybe
us?
you can
It's
read it out, or you can say it, Michelle.
all right, so
sir. Can you hear now?
okay, the question
No, I
here.
cannot. I
No.
can hear some.
All right, um, probably can.
Or let or show the
Yeah.
question.
No,
Okay, it's here, sir. Okay, the question is from Gabby's Bell. Sir, how we can easily adapt to a new culture if the intention is to learn from it?
yes, so you have asked the question and you have already answered it, because if the intention is to learn from the culture, you go with an open mind, then you can easily adapt to the culture. But if you go with the intention, I don't like this country's culture,
Hmm.
then it's difficult to learn. So I think you asked the question and you have already answered in the question itself. The
Mm-hmm.
intention the intent is more important than just trying to learn or observe.
Exactly. That's the right word, the intent.
Yeah,
You're really willing to learn, willing to accept new
yeah,
knowledge, then
yeah.
it will really be there. Thank you so much to our
Thank you
audience
so
who
much.
asked question. If anyone who wants to ask, please just put in the chat box. Okay, next question, Mr. Nada.
Mhm.
Why is keeping your brain curious just as important as going to the gym or eating well?
That's a very good question. I think in one of the previous podcasts I mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, my knowledge about the brain is that the brain plasticity, brain also
Mm.
has cells, and it's like a muscle.
Oh,
So
yeah.
as much as we go to the gym to improve the muscles or maintain the muscles, we have to maintain the plasticity of the brain. That's why we
Mm-hmm.
need to challenge our brain through learning by observing, reading, watching videos, listening to somebody. All
Mm-hmm.
that helps to keep the brain plasticity
Mm.
engaged. And like what I just said, that when I tried the physical exercise, because what I read or what I listened this morning is, as we get older, the connection between left brain and the right brain gets slower.
Mm.
So we need to keep it strong. Then we can stay active, energetic, and looking fit or really fit.
Mm, nice. So it's good for the brain health. If
Yes,
we,
yes.
yeah, that's good. I'm really learning a lot today also. Maybe is this a last second to the last question? Maybe we can
Okay,
do
sure. Go
more.
ahead.
Um, they say the best way to learn something is to teach it to someone else. What's something you love talking about to the people around you?
Yeah, I think okay. If it's outside the class, in the class, it's more about the subjects itself.
Mm-hmm.
But outside class, nowadays, I love to talk more or share my learning, my knowledge with the others. More about mindfulness,
Mm-hmm.
staying healthy, herbal living.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the lifestyle changes. These are things I love to explain or teach other people what I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning, and I try to teach. Like right now, I'm doing a short course on advanced Ayurveda practitioner course.
Mm.
So basically, the idea is I want to use it for myself, and if it works, I will share it with all of you. So
Oh, nice. Love to hear
so
that.
different types of food, different
Mm-hmm.
actions you need to take in life to stay healthy, or basically, I call it, because of my age, I call it graceful aging.
Wow, I love the term. Graceful aging. Nice. So,
Yes,
I remember you taught us mindfulness last time. It really
yes,
still with
yeah.
us. We can
Yeah,
still
that's
remember.
one of the, yeah, mindfulness helps anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Yes, that's great. Last question, Mr. Nanda. If
Go
someone
ahead.
feels stuck in a routine right now, what can you advise them to learn as a start?
Mm, okay. What you're trying to, what you're asking is that doing the
Yeah,
routine thing.
yeah.
So one way to think of is, okay, yeah, actually that's good. That's a good question,
Mm-hmm.
because our brain gets slow when we are doing the repetitive things
Mm,
always, all along.
correct.
So what we have to think is, the person who is stuck there has to think, is there a better way of doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Can I be more efficient? Can I be more productive?
Mm-hmm.
Then that trigger that person to go and learn, how can I do this in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
or in a
True.
better way, in an efficient way? So that triggers the learning.
Yes, correct. I agree with that 100%. Okay, I don't think we still have much time, although the discussion is getting more exciting and we're learning a lot. But we have
That was very
to,
good.
yeah, I enjoyed it, sir. So thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
today, Mr.
Thank you.
Kumar.
Thank you.
Yes. And to our
Thank you.
viewers, thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in. Stop waiting for the perfect time to pick up a new skill or read that book. 5 minutes a day is all it takes to build a brand new habit. Pick one small thing today and just start. See you all next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Your Global Campus Skills for Tomorrow. Bye, guys.